Something is moving beneath the calm waters, and Seabrook can feel it. The peace you remember is breaking. The songs are quieter. The smiles feel forced. And the world of zombies is about to change forever. Seabrook has always been a place built on hope. Humans, zombies, werewolves, and aliens learn to live together. After everything they fought for, peace finally felt real. The streets were calm, the school was united, and for the first time, no one was afraid of being different. But peace in Seabrook never lasts forever. Far beyond the city, where the land meets the endless ocean, something ancient begins to stir. The sea, silent for years, starts to react. Waves crash harder than before. The water pulls back as if it is breathing. No one notices at first because Seabrook is busy celebrating the future. But the ocean remembers what the land has forgotten. Strange signs start to appear. Power flickers across the city. The moon reflects differently on the water at night. Fishermen speak of shadows moving beneath the surface. These are not accidents. These are warnings. A force older than Seabrook is waking up, and it does not ask for permission. This is not just another monster problem. This is about balance. Long ago, the land and the sea had an understanding. Each stayed in its place. Each respected the other. But Seabrook grew. It expanded, changed, and took more space. And now, the ocean wants answers. As the tension rises, the feeling of safety slowly fades. Teachers sense it. Students feel it. Even the music that once brought everyone together now feels uncertain. Something is coming, and it is not here to blend in or sing along. This new threat does not come from the sky like before. It comes from below, quiet, patient, watching. The sea has waited long enough, and its message is clear. The world of Seabrook is no longer in control. And when the ocean rises, everyone will have to choose where they stand. They thought the hardest battles were already behind them. But some heroes are never done fighting. Addison and Zed did not plan to come back as heroes. After everything they sacrificed, they believed Seabrook could finally stand on its own. They believed the world they helped build was strong enough to survive without them leading every step. For a while, it was. But when the signs began to appear, their names were the first ones whispered. Zed feels it before anyone else. The city's energy is off. The unity he once protected feels fragile again, like glass under pressure. He has always been the bridge between worlds, the one who stood tall when fear tried to divide everyone. But this time, the problem is bigger than school halls or old rules. This time, the danger does not want peace. It wants power. Addison's return is quieter, but heavier. She has changed. The girl who once searched for where she belonged now carries the weight of knowing she belongs everywhere and nowhere at the same time. Her past victories still echo, but so do unanswered questions. Every time she looks toward the ocean, something pulls at her. A feeling she cannot explain. A connection she never knew existed. Together, Addison and Zed face a painful truth. Being leaders means never truly resting. The moment the world starts to shake, everyone looks to them again. Not because they are perfect, but because they understand what it means to fight for unity when it is easiest to walk away. Old memories return. Old promises resurface. They remember how fear can spread faster than hope. They remember how quickly peace can turn into blame. And they know that if they do not step forward now, Seabrook could fall apart from the inside. But this time, even they are unsure. This threat feels different, smarter, older. It does not scream or attack. It waits, it watches. And it seems especially interested in Addison, as if it knows something about her that she does not. As Zed prepares to protect the city once more, and Addison struggles with a destiny that keeps pulling her deeper, one thing becomes clear. Their return is not just needed. It is inevitable, because when the world changes, the ones who changed it first must return, even if the cost is higher than ever before. The ocean does not knock before it enters. It rises when it decides the time is right. For years, the sea stayed silent, calm on the surface, deep and watchful below. Humans believed the ocean was just water, waves, and reflection. But the ocean was never empty. It was alive. And it was waiting. From the deepest parts of the sea, the mermaids began to rise. Not as legends, not as fairy tales, but as protectors of an ancient world that existed long before Seabrook was built. They are strong, graceful, and powerful, and they are not impressed by the harmony on land. To them, Seabrook's peace feels fake, fragile, and stolen. These mermaids are not villains, but they are not friendly either. They believe the land has taken too much. Pollution, expansion, noise, and control. Every step forward Seabrook took pushed the sea back, and now the balance is broken. The mermaids have come to correct it. At their center stands a new leader, calm, confident, unafraid. She does not shout or threaten. Her presence alone is enough to silence a crowd. She speaks of old promises, agreements between land and sea that were forgotten over time. Promises that Addison and Zed never knew existed. What shakes Addison the most is not the threat. It is the recognition. The mermaid leader looks at her not as an enemy, but as something familiar, something connected. As if Addison is part of a story that began long before she was born. The ocean reacts when Addison is near. The water glows. The waves listen. Zed, standing beside her, feels powerless for the first time. His strength, his leadership, his courage, none of it scares the sea. This is not a fight that can be won with force. The mermaids are not here to be accepted. They are here to reclaim. Tension grows as both worlds clash without touching. The land demands safety. The sea demands respect. And between them stands Addison, pulled in two directions, carrying a destiny she never asked for. This is no longer about fitting in. This is about who truly belongs, and who must step aside when the tide comes in. When the tide rises, it does not ask who is ready. It simply arrives. Seabrook stands on the edge of a moment that will change everything. The streets that once echoed with music now feel tense, as if the air itself is holding its breath. Friendships are tested. Old fears return. And every group begins to wonder what happens if peace is no longer possible. The mermaids do not rush their move. They wait, watching how the land responds. Their silence is louder than any attack. Each wave that hits the shore feels like a warning. The message is clear, time is running out, and a choice must be made. Zed tries to keep everyone together, but leadership has never felt this heavy. Protecting Seabrook means more than standing strong. It means facing the truth that unity alone may not be enough. For the first time, he must consider the unthinkable, that some battles cannot be won without loss. Addison's struggle becomes the heart of the storm. The ocean calls to her more strongly now, pulling at something deep inside. She sees visions of a world beneath the waves, a place of beauty, strength, and order. A world that believes she belongs with them. Every step she takes toward the water makes the land feel farther away. As tension rises, music changes. Dance becomes sharper, faster, more powerful. Not just celebration, but release. Every move carries emotion, fear, hope, anger, and love. This time, the songs are not about fitting in. They are about standing your ground. Alliances shift. Unexpected friendships form. Some characters choose safety. Others choose loyalty. And a few choose the ocean. Believing the future lies beneath the surface, the final question hangs in the air. Can land and sea share one world? Or must one fall so the other can rise? As the tide reaches its highest point, Addison stands between two futures. One choice saves Seabrook as it is. The other changes everything forever, and when the water finally crashes forward, one truth becomes clear. In Zombies 5, survival is not about who is strongest. It is about who is willing to let go,